In this video, I'm gonna show you how to stop scrubbing through hours of interviews and instantly find the best sound bites in seconds. Hey, what's going on, guys? Today we're gonna be talking about the Story Cutter Assistant. This is a powerful assistant that allows you to insert your transcript and instantly find the best sound bites and story structures for your videos. So whether you're filming interviews, podcasts, or anything with a lot of dialogue, this tool can exponentially save you time. You can create your long form, your short form, and even micros to always drive traffic back to your videos. All right, so let's get into this workflow. As you can see, we have a timeline open here and we have some footage, about 30 minutes of footage. So this was all dialogue. This is where this tool is really powerful. So I could watch this 30-minute timeline, or I could just send the transcript into the Story Cutter and see if we can find some inspiration on how we could cut this video really quickly. Whenever you first click on the Story Cutter, it's going to tell you that it needs a transcript. So right here, we're in our string out and all the footage is here. If whenever I go to cut my video, I'll create another timeline for that. As you can see, I've already transcribed the footage. We have it all here. And what you can do is choose export as a text file. Choose location. Let's go ahead and add it here to ChatVideoPro. All right, it's popping in and it's gonna go ahead and load the transcript. So I'm uploading the transcript from the string out here that we created. This is an important timeline that we don't want to disturb. We want to keep everything here on the timeline preserved. So that way, anytime we come back, we can click on these timestamps and it'll take us to the correct point. So right after you upload your transcript to the Story Cutter, it's gonna ask you a few questions to help it clarify the vision for the video. What the goal of the video is, what the ideal runtime is, what platforms you're going to be sharing it on, and the tone that you're going for. So this is really helpful. I'm just gonna answer a few of the questions here. This is going to be an explainer video showcasing our workflow and how we storyboard inside of Premiere Pro. The ideal runtime is about 2 minutes long, and the platform is for YouTube. The tone should be educational, and we should have a clear intro and outro. So I gave it that context. If you see this little purple icon right here, that means that the transcript is loaded and it'll be remembering it. So let's send that message. And what you're gonna see here is it going through a few steps here. It's going to analyze the transcript. It's going to search through the knowledge base that it has and choose the best sound bites. Then it's going to look through its knowledge and pick the best story structure that will fit your specific transcript here. And then finally, it's going to put it all together into a beautiful transcript that you can take a look at, read through it, and see if it fits the vibe that you're going for. Of course, the cool thing about it is you can always iterate and make changes after the fact. What I love about this workflow is it gets you over that writer block so much faster, helping you understand the content that you have to work with and what a potential story structure could be. It's also helpful if you know that you had a certain soundbite. This is essentially a very smart search tool, so you can find exactly the soundbite that you're looking for. So looking through, it found some sound bites, it found a story structure, and it's working on the final cut. Something to note here, if you are using GPT-5, it does take a little bit longer because it's using its reasoning process. You can use GPT-4o as well, and it'll still give you a good result. But GPT-5 puts a little bit extra thought into it, so that's why this can take a bit longer. All right, so it looks like it's got a response. And here we see that it has found these verbatim sound bites from the transcript, which is awesome, as well as these timestamps, which are actually clickable. So when I click this timestamp, it takes the playhead to the point in the timeline so we can see it. And you can read through and see if it is a good story structure that you'll want to move forward with. On this one, it chose a hook intro. Then it talks about the concept. This is a concept we're working on here, snooze or start. And as you can see, it's come up with these chapters and an outro, just like we asked for. So this actually looks like it's a really good starting place to understand this 30-minute video that we have here to work with. All right, so it actually gave me 3 different hook options here for the intro. So I'm just gonna listen to a couple and see which one I like the best.
Do it.
This series is dedicated to each month. We challenge ourselves to create a micro narrative where we tell an impactful story and then we film the entire process of how we did it and share it with you. That's awesome. That's a golden soundbite, and it saved me so much time from having to watch this video to find it. Okay, so it talks about the core concept, then why we storyboard in Premiere, which was an important part of this video, where we talk about how we use ChatVideoPro, which also includes Nano Banana inside. And this workflow is awesome as well. You'll have to check out this video where it showcases how we create a storyboard right inside Premiere Pro. Let's see this soundbite.
Yeah, it's like, I think Being able to get your imagination come to fruition in a more rapid pace is the key here, because it's really hard to get whatever's in here out into the real world.
The timestamp usually starts a couple seconds before the soundbite. That way you get leading in context of the sentence, and that's really helpful as well. All right, so then it says, building the storyboard. Now that we got our imported voiceover options, we're going to start sequencing it. So this is a great narrative driving soundbite. Now that we got our voiceover, we plugged it into the sequence. So it's just moving along through the edit. So this is awesome. It helps us get the ball rolling. These are all soundbites that I would choose and bring into the video.
All right, now we just got our voiceover options. We're gonna put it into our storyboard sequence, add the score, figure out the pacing, potentially put in some sound effects.
I'm excited. Let's get it.
All right.
In this case, it gave a soundbite in a more concise way, so it can help recommend ways of condensing down the dialogue as well. I would probably keep it in this case since it drives the narrative, but it's awesome to see this option as well. Finally, it goes into the editor notes and it gives some recommendations on ways to cut, ways to use B-roll with this story structure, which could be helpful. So this is a good option for a long form video, but we probably want to have a short form video as well to go with it. So I'm just going to ask it to see if we can create a 60-second version of this for Instagram and YouTube Shorts as well. Let's make this a short form video under 60 seconds for Instagram. And if there's any way to make it more punchy and more exciting, let's do that. All right, so you'll see this thinking card again. If it ever seems like it's taking a while, just you can check out what it's doing there. And it's going back through the process of searching for sound bites, and it'll come back with another cut for us. So we got our new story cut back for our 60-second micro. And as you can see right away, the sound bites are much shorter because it knows that we're going for a short form reel here. So it's choosing more punchy sound bites. Every day we wake up, we have the option to wake up with alarm and start our day with momentum or procrastination. That's a cool way to cold open this video. And then it talks about who we are, the vision behind it, some of the sequencing of the story, and then a mindset and outro. So this is a pretty good rough vertical video that I could see cutting into a 60-second video. And as you can see here, it actually used the 3-act structure because it found that to be the best story structure for this case. It hooks with a relatable morning decision and introduces the project as creators. Act 2 develops the core message and vision and process. And then section 3 lands an inspirational close. So it gives you a little bit of the thought process of choosing this story structure in this case, and some cutting tips to keep it a really fast-paced video. This tool is great if you're filming a lot of interviews or long sections of dialogue or even a podcast. This can help you find some of the best moments in your dialogue and help you expedite your story cutting abilities of trying to figure out where to take the edit. Another cool feature that this can help with is becoming a script or story supervisor. So if you already put together an edit for your video, you can send your finalized transcript into it and ask for advice, how you can make it more optimized, trim down the timing if you need to, and it can help give you that expert advice as well. So this is a multifaceted tool, and I hope you guys find it as valuable as we have. Make sure to like and subscribe because we're going to continue to make these educational tutorials to help you level up your video editing skill set.